Curious. Hi, welcome to a Rise and Reignite. Oh wow, already got a thumbs up. You guys are super excited today. Me too, it's a good combo. We're gonna cover a lot of things, setting the timer. Sorry, all right, here we go. So welcome to a Rise and Reignite fitness class. What it's gonna be today is a cardio and conditioning based class. We're gonna do exercises focusing on doing bursts of cardio and then also some strength training in between. So you're gonna need some weights today, some lighter and some heavier weights. There's a kid out there. And it's gonna be all about legends today. So go ahead and take your hands to your waist. We're just gonna start with getting some warm up movement going on. So today we're gonna go through a whole gamut of really exciting things: bad parenting, good parenting, seriously good marriages, seriously bad marriages. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna go all over the world and sometimes a little bit outside of this world. It's wild, it's wild. We're gonna do this for 5, 4, 3, 2, stay here, bring your feet about shoulder width apart, hands come out in front of you and reach one arm back and then switch for the other. So we start here with a 5-minute warm up and then we're gonna get into the cardio and conditioning series. We're gonna start with a group of arm work. We're gonna keep our weights nearby the whole time though. So you're gonna have about 7 minutes on of the storytelling / more conditioning type work, and then you're gonna have about a minute of cardio blast. So I'll give you a heads up, we'll talk about what it's gonna be and give it your all for that 1 minute. And then we'll go back to the storytelling. You will get breaks in between. You got 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Bring your feet a bit wider apart. Dip down and touch one foot and then switch to the other. Switch side to side, getting that pull in your hamstrings and your back. Breathe in and out as you move through this. So we'll move through all these really fun stories, and at the end we'll finish with a cool down that'll last about 5 minutes. In total, the exercise is only 45 minutes long. Give it your all while you're here. Have fun. The whole goal of this is to sort of forget that you're working out and enjoy the stories. 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. We're going to take a lunge forward, bring ourselves forward and pulling over to the side, and then bring it all up and switch for the other leg. Over to the side and pull it up. Breathe in and out as you move side to side. That's right. Keep going right here. I had to write a lot of notes today. There's a lot of characters, so I might need to refer to the notes. There's at least one song. Definitely need to refer to the notes for that one. We're going to do 2 more. Side and right to the side. Excellent. So we're going to warm up those calves. Bring yourself, dip down, reach all the way up, switch to the other side. Dip down real low. Breathe in and out as you push from side to side. Keep going for 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Let's start getting that heart rate up with some jogging right here in the center. So get those arms moving. Whole body is engaged here. Nice even tempo. You're gonna continue like this for another 10 seconds or thereabouts. Breathe in and out. Use your breath throughout this entire exercise. You got 3 more seconds. All right, we're switching to jumping jacks. Here we go. Take it up. Again, just getting that heart rate up. Feeling good. Feeling warm. My housemate's here. I look at her and she encourages me. All right, you got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Come to center. You're going to pull one leg back and open up that chest. Pulling those arms back, pulling that foot back. Breathe in and out. So you move side to side. Really good, really strong. Make these deliberate, full movements. You got 5, 4, and we're moving into regular booty kicks. Last one, here we go. Take it into booty kicks to bring those legs all the way back to your glutes. Keep breathing in and out, having fun. Get those arms moving too. Could feel awkward for this, I know, but getting that full body engagement. All right, you got 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Let's warm up those hip flexors and the tops of our legs. Just getting a little bit more used to the movement, getting them warm, but not moving too much, not doing anything too brutal. Don't worry. The exercise itself will give you plenty of brutality. All right, keep moving back and forth. 5, 4, 3, 2, stay still here. Lift one leg up. Let's open up those hip flexors. Moving side to side. Opening that gate, as giants will do later on. Give it a couple stories. All right, you just got 5 seconds left here. Then you're gonna grab your set of heavier hand weights. All right, go ahead and grab, actually, sorry, I lied, lighter hand weights. So water bottles work great here too. If you've got that, we're gonna start with our legs bent ever so slightly. Bring our arms in front of us. Open up and open up to the sides. Bring them in, open up and out to the sides. So you might not realize it, but you are swimming. We're starting at the beginning of a myth, a Greek myth. So of course, it involves Zeus wanting to develop romantic relations with someone. In this case, this is a nymph. Swimming through the waters in the river. Zeus finds her, Zeus grabs her, Zeus takes her away. And who finds out about this is a guy named Sisyphus. And we're gonna get into this guy. This is our story today. But right now, what's important is that Sisyphus knows where Zeus has taken this nymph. So when the river god, the father of the nymph, finds out that his daughter is taken, he's searching for her and goes to Sisyphus, who's the king of what is now Corinth, and says, dude, do you know where my daughter is? And he says, yes, and I will tell you in exchange for getting a stream in Corinth. And so he's like, all right, I'll do it. Bad move, Sisyphus. You just made an enemy out of Zeus. All right, we're gonna do 2 more here. Last 2, final 1. Let it come down. We're gonna grab our heavier weights. Grab those and bring them right in front of your legs. Pull them out about 6 inches. Stand up nice and tall. Your knees are ever so slightly bent. You're gonna do full bicep curls here, up and down. So again, if you don't have weights, you can use water bottles, you can use wine bottles, anything you have that is remotely fittable in your hand. Okay, so there were other reasons Zeus already did not like Sisyphus. He was kind of a jerk in general. He would kill travelers who came to his place, and that's a big no-no. He would trick everybody all the time. He's seen as super cunning. And so this is going to be the first time he dies, right? So Zeus is like, Thanatos, lock this guy up. Thanatos is the guy who makes sure people move from living to being dead. There's a lot of people involved in the action. It's not a one-man job, but he's one of them. So we're going to do 2 more here. 2. Last one, bring it up here. We're going to hold it here. We're going to open up. We're going to bring it in. So Thanatos grabs Sisyphus. Yes, those are the names. Take it out and bring it in. And he chains him up, locks him on with these chains. And Sisyphus is like, oh, hey, Thanatos. Don't you want to show me how those chains works? So he takes off the chains from around Sisyphus. And Sisyphus is like, oh, cool. Can I try? And so he locks him up around Thanatos. You got 3 more. 3, that's what we're doing now, locking Thanatos. 2, last one. Bring it around. We're gonna bring those weights down to our thighs. Come down, we're gonna start pulsing here. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Bring those arms into 90-degree angles. Roll those shoulders around and back. Pull those arms back behind you. Start pulling in, in. Breathe in and out. You're really working those shoulders like you're trying to pop a ball right between those shoulder blades. So the guy who's really not happy about this move, although Sisyphus is pretty pleased, he goes up, hops his way back up to earth, but Ares is like the god of war. He's like, war is so much less fun when people don't die, because Thanatos can no longer bring people from living to dying. And we all get this feeling. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those weights down. We're going to grab one of our lighter weights, bring our left leg forward, right leg back, and start pulsing this up. So your leg is straight behind you. Your front knee is above your front ankle. You're lifting that arm up as high as it can go. You're looking down about a foot in front of you. I know you have to take your eyes away from me for a moment, and it's hard, I get it. Breathe in and out, bring your shoulders square and your hips square. Okay, so we're gonna just pulse here for a little bit, and I'm gonna talk about Aries. So Aries goes down and he frees Thanatos from his binds, and now death is okay again. And Sisyphus is gonna die the second time. And in this second time, he instructs his wife. This is why it's really important you marry well, because it'll affect your entire life. He instructs his wife, like, really disregard my body. Don't do any of the normal rituals. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're switching to the other arm and lifting that up. So that's what she does. She disregards all the rituals. I think she like leaves him out in the center square, and it's super hectic. And he ends up down in the underworld talking to Hades and Persephone, who is the god of the underworld's wife. And Sisyphus really appeals to Persephone and is like, hey, my wife really screwed up, and none of the proper things were done for my death. Can you please let me go back up so I can instruct her how to properly get rid of my body and do all the right ceremonies and stuff. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going down to the underworld. So you're gonna come down onto your hands and knees or onto your balls of your feet, and we're gonna do some push-ups here. We're gonna start with just 10 on tempo. Take it down, up, that's 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Awesome. Go ahead and pull back, pull here. So he lets her up, or she lets him up, and he goes up, and of course he doesn't come back down. Finally, he ends up dying of old age. Pull all the way forward. We're going to come down to the bottom and start pulsing here at the bottom. And when he goes down, Zeus needs to make like super sure that he doesn't get back up. So what he does is he gives this impossible, terrible, ongoing task forever. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull all the way back, hold here. And this terrible task is to be pushing a ball up a giant hill, and as soon as it gets to the top, it rolls all the way back down, and he has to continue this task to this day. And so that's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna come up onto our feet, and we're gonna run for 4, like we're trying to push something up, and we're gonna push for 4, 3, 4. That's our cardio blast, starting now. Here we go. Mountain climbers, and then push that ball. 3, 4. Go back to mountain climbers. 3, 4. Good. Keep it going. Go at your own pace, whatever you need to do. If you need to come down to your knees, that's fine. 3. Really good. You're doing great. Keep pushing. Feels like an endless task. Don't worry. Ours only lasts 1 minute. His lasts for eternity. You know, those arms are tired. They were already carrying a lot of weight before. Breathe in and out. You can do it. Push through. You're not here long. You've only got 15 seconds left. Keep it up. You're almost there. You got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Whew. Go ahead and shake those arms out. Great job. It's so much better when it's not eternity. Take those hands, wrap them behind you. Clasp those hands, pull them back. Let your head face up toward the sky. Give a nice long break here. It's gonna last 30 seconds. Use this moment to grab water, whatever you need. Give some encouragement to somebody around you. Tell them they just did a really great job of pushing that ball up the hill forever. Breathe in and out. And we're going to go ahead and start with our next set. Next, we're going to Norse mythology. Grab a heavier weight. No weight is as heavy as Thor's hammer. As you may have noticed, lift this up above your head, pull it in and crunch to the side, and pull and crunch. I have really tried to stay away from Norse mythology. The reason is dumb. I haven't watched the Marvel movies. I'm worried people will know things I don't know, or I'll screw things up. breathe it out. So we're gonna go where no man has gone before. Pulling that hammer down like Thor. He did this all the time. We got 3, 2, last one, switching to the other arm. So Thor is on his way to meet the giants. He brings with him Loki, who you're also probably familiar with because of those Marvel movies. And in addition to Loki, this other like random plebe. And they go to these giants' house, which is a big deal. And the giants say, okay, you can stay here. The name of the giant, the head giant, is Utgard Loki. Says, you can stay here, but you have to compete in some challenges. So he says, okay, I can do that. 3, 2, last one. Awesome. We're gonna bring those, or actually just one weight in front of us. And we're gonna bend down, drop it down, and lift up. Again, still killing it with that hammer. The first of the challenge is really hard to do in a fitness video. Because the first challenge, each of these 3 guys, Thor, Loki, and the plebe, they all say, we can best you. Loki's like, hold on, dudes. I can out-eat you. This whole thing's like a frat party. Okay, so he goes and he says, I will out-eat anyone. So he gets paired by the giants with this giant called Loki. Coincidence? Probably. And Loki quickly eats. They all have to eat this trough of meat. Loki versus Loki. And Loki eats it like so fast, consumes everything, eats the meat, eats the bones, eats the trough. So Loki, full but a loser, doesn't win that challenge. Last one, pull it up. All right, so that, we're gonna come to the ground. I'm gonna do some ground running, which is a fancy word for bringing your legs up. I'm gonna start running here. So you can bring your hands down to the ground as you run forward. All right, so he starts by taking a nice long, or the plebe says, I can outrun anyone, I'm super fast. And so he pairs, Utgard Loki pairs this guy with a guy named Hugi. And they raced 3 times. We're gonna move it really slow now. Each time, Hugi wins way faster than the plebeian ever could. Try to stay still, try to stay focused. It's like that cherry the fire moment here. All right, keep going for 3, 2, last one. That's how the plebeian felt while he was running. He also lost. Oh man, Thor is the dumbest. We're gonna grab both of our, actually just one heavier weight. Take a wide stance. We're gonna drop this weight down and lift up. Drop the weight down, push the booty back as you drop down. So first, Thor says, I challenge you to a drinking contest. I can outdrink any of you. Again, a hard thing to do. Also, again, much like a college party. So he starts by drinking from this giant cup. And he drinks and he drinks and he drinks, and it's like overwhelming, and he loses. He can't fully drink it. Lift it up. And then the second task, the guy's like, okay, lift this giant cat over your head. That's what we're doing. Trying to lift a giant cat over our head. But the cat, even when you try to lift it from the center, it arches its back. So you can't lift it up off the ground. The most you can do is one paw. Take it down and up. Last one, down and up. So the final task that he's given, go ahead and set that weight to the side. Come into a nice low stance and start pulsing here. The last task he is given to try to best these giants is to fight someone. He's just like, guys, I'm Thor, I can do anything. Give me someone to fight. And so they say, first of all, they're all super sassy. And they're like, we don't want to fight him because he's so weak. It would like demean us to fight this guy. So finally, they give him an old nursemaid, super old woman named Ellie. And Ellie comes in, and we're going to start our arm wrestling. So they assume what they were doing. And we're gonna drop a little lower, and you're just gonna hold. And they start fighting. Try tipping your arm just a little lower, and then bring your body just a little bit lower. I know it gets harder. That's exactly what Thor was experiencing. Drop a little lower and pulse here. Your legs might be quivering. That's what Thor was doing. So he's being bested. He like can't hold up much longer till he finally drops one knee down. You don't need to do that. It's just my fancy thing. And then the old woman wins. Okay, we're gonna grab our one weight again and continue to push back and push up like Thor and twist to the side. Down and twist, getting in some oblique work here. And so the guy at guard, Loki, lets them stay the night and then explains the trials to them the next day. He's like, actually guys, you got pretty close. That was really scary. The first trial against Loki. Loki is the embodiment of forest fire, wildfire, and that consumes everything in its path. So of course Loki would lose at a game of consumption. The second guy is Hyogi, which is thought, which moves faster than any action ever could. The last one, Ellie, is old age. The more you fight against it, the weaker you get. Last one, and lift it up. So it was with good reason they all lost. We're gonna be Thor for 1 minute. You're gonna run to the side, smack it down like thunder. Run to the side, smack down like thunder. Side, thunder, and thunder. So a side story that was super sad, but shows how dark my mind is, when we learned that Ellie was old age, which destroys people, and you can't avoid. It made me start thinking about the movie Up. That's the name of the old woman. I was like, that's super dark. It's not until she is dead and defeated. I mean, she dies in a really sad way. It still makes me cry. But I just thought that was an interesting twist. You're almost there. You got less than 10 seconds. Bring that thunder. You're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay. Oh, you got some time here. Catch your breath. Think about how dark the movie Up is now. And grab some water. Get ready to jump back in. You have about 30 seconds to recover. We go on to our next story. We're going to Japan. We haven't been there before in these classes. This is going to be kind of fun. Doing an old folk tale. I might need my notes for this one. Oh, yeah, it's the tale of the bamboo cutter. That's right. We're doing a lot with weights today. Grab your heavier weight. Let's take a nice wide stance. So we're gonna lift up, cut to the side, lift up, cut to the side. So take these deep lunges, pushing that booty back, leaning into it. Make sure you stay strong with this if you need to opt for lighter weights here to protect your back. You don't want the momentum. You want this to be all the strength. Okay. So this is the tale of the bamboo cutter, or Kaguya, the Princess Kaguya. Okay, so her dad, or not her dad actually, this bamboo cutter lives in modest living in the forest, when one day, while cutting bamboo, he cuts off a piece that's shining, and out pops, you guessed it, a baby girl, as happens frequently in myths. We're gonna do 3, 2 more, 2, last one, take it down. Still gonna focus on those thighs. Bring yourself all the way down onto the floor. Legs stacked on top of one another. Hand on the floor, lift that leg up. So he keeps cutting down these stalks, right? These stalks of bamboo, but now each time he cuts one down, he gets a little gold nugget. So like, cha-ching, he just keeps cutting down bamboo and pretty soon he's rich. The same time that he's getting rich, this fabulous baby that sprout forth from the bamboo is growing at a super, super, super fast rate. So she's getting old super fast until she matures into a beautiful, gorgeous woman. All right, we're gonna switch around to the other side. She is so beautiful that her fame is known far and wide all across Japan. And people start coming to see her, and of course, start making marriage proposals. Because what else besides beauty matters? So they start proposing to her, and a whole bunch of these guys, these like 5 noblemen, all come, and she gives them all impossible tasks. She's like super dramatic. She's always like, I cannot love anyone here. They are not for me. And so she gives them all these impossible tasks. And we're gonna do 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Take it down. Gonna swivel all around. Take both of your weights, light or heavy. I'm gonna go with light so I can tell the story with my full functioning brain. Here, start taking a step back and lifting up, stepping back with the other leg. Lunge it back and lunge it back. So all these guys, they fail her tasks. And then the emperor hears, and he comes to see her also with a marriage proposal. And so she, even with the emperor, is like, dude, I'm not gonna marry you, but she's super melodramatic, right? Go ahead and lift those weights up now. Each time you drop back in your marriage proposal stance. And so she refuses him. And he continues to pursue her, but eventually they decide, let's just do 3 years of pen paling, and that's what they opt for. She gets a little bit, I don't know, weirder as time goes on. Do 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Hold all the way back. You can keep those weights on your shoulders, or you can move your hands down to your waist, whatever challenges you today. Till one day, she's looking up at the moon, and plot twist, she's like, that's where I'm from. I need to go back. So that starts being arranged, and it's debatable why she was there. You got 3, 2, last one, hold here, and just hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pull it all the way up, take a step back with the other leg, and do your pulses down here. So some versions of the story say, in a super, super, super sad way, that she was sent to Earth as a punishment, because they knew if she went to Earth, she would develop a fondness and an attachment to the people and the place, and that then ripping her back out of it would hurt, like, and crush her heart. It's like, that's evil. Another version says that she was sent there for her protection during, like, a war. Either way, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it all the way up. Shake those legs out. We're gonna grab those weights. Bring them in front of us. And you're gonna lift up and push one leg back. Lift up, push the other leg back. So try to keep your glute tight while you do this. You're flying away. Wow, you're flying to the moon. That's what happens next. She ends up being pulled by a whole, like, celestial group of bodies to take her back up to her place at the moon, but not before she left a loving and sad note to her parents, who found her in ye old bamboo, as well as to the emperor. She also gave the emperor a little bit of immortality elixir. We got 3, 2, last one. We're gonna come all the way down. She's in the moon now, but we're still on Earth. So she gave these notes to people. First of all, come into your glute bridge, drop down, up and down, up. Squeeze those glutes at the top. So when she leaves, the emperor is distraught. The parents are distraught. They are immediately rendered sick and bedridden. Nothing else is ever told about them. The emperor, he sends the elixir and of immortality and a note to her up to the highest mountain, the one closest to the heavens, closest to the moon. 3, 2, you're gonna hold up here. We're gonna lift our leg into the sky, bring it down and up, lifting it closer to the heavens, closer to the moon in this mountain. You got 3, 2, last one, lift it up, switch to the other leg, out, up, And so this is supposedly why Mount Fuji is called Mount Fuji, which roughly means immortality, because the elixir went there and burned up toward the sky, up to the heavens. You got last two, last one, take it all the way down. We're gonna go ahead and do our 1 minute cardio blast. We're gonna go up to the heavens. So you're gonna come here down to earth, grow up like a girl, come all the way up, and reach up to the heavens. So the whole life cycle of this princess. Down, grow up to the moon. Press up to the moon. Breathing it out. You're gonna do a full core work. Breathe, keep going, keep pushing. You're doing so good. Push up. Keep it up. You're only got 20 seconds left. And up. Full life cycle. Grow up. And up. Bamboo. Here we go. You're almost there. You're in your last 5 seconds. And up. And you're done. Yay! Take a breather. You got 30 seconds here. And we finish with our last story. Whew. We're going to fairy tale land. All right, breathing it out. About 25 seconds. Recover here. We're going to cover the story of Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin is a fascinating character. And in my mind, he also is one of the world's first rappers. And we'll go into that too. Whew. But for now, we're going to come down to the floor. And we're going to do some ab work. Hands come underneath your booty. Lift those legs up to the sky. Pull them down into your chest. Lift them up. Down into your chest. Lift them up. If you're feeling this pulling into your lower back, the tension in your lower back, go ahead and grab a pillow, a flat pillow or a small folded towel. Push it underneath your glutes to raise your pelvis up ever so slightly to help force that back into an arched position so it takes the tension out of your lower back. All right, so background. This Miller is kind of a jerk. He gets bragging to the other townspeople, my daughter can she can spin hay into gold. And sure, maybe she's talking about her hair or something, whatever. But in reality, all this happens is a problem because she is targeted now by the king. The king is like, this girl, I could really use a girl in my life who spins things into gold. So I'll take her. Bring it up, down, last two, up, down, in, up. Pull yourself all the way up. And you're gonna bring your hands underneath your legs, drop down to 45-degree angle, release your arms, start circling them around here. So let yourself really hold yourself here. Sorry if you can't see me. There is a heavenly glow overtaking me. Good luck. All right, so hold here. So the first time she gets put into a room, a small room with all this hay, and she's told, spin this into gold or I'll kill you. Or if you do spin it to gold, maybe I'll marry you. So, you know, that suitor. I mean, I'm hot for him right now. Keep it going. So she's falling over in regret and her life is ending and she's really sad. When this magical creature, a tiny imp, jumps into her room and says, hey, I can do that for you, but I need a gift in return. She's like, I have this bracelet. He's like, great, I'll take it. And so he spins and spins and spins, and he's able to spin all that hay into gold. So we're gonna take a break here, pull yourself up. The king seeing this is like, great, here's a bigger room, really impress me. So we're gonna come down. Bring your legs out in front of us. You can put your hands here to begin with. It's a bigger room, so it's a bigger spinning wheel. Don't worry, there's one more room, so it's gonna get more aggressive. Just hold here. So this imp comes back, nameless, mind you, and says, oh, hey, I see you're in desperate times yet again. I can spin this for you. She's like, all I have is a necklace. And so he's like, great, I'll take it. And so he spins and spins and spins, and they end up with yet another room full of gold. Come all the way up, pull yourself up for a moment, breathe in and out here. And so with this, the king super excited says, awesome, one more room, and then I either kill you or I marry you. And so you're gonna come down, and no hands this time if you can, even a larger spindle. So it's debatable what happens here. Some people say this imp just let himself in and started doing this without talking with the woman, and later on telling her what the price was. Some people say she negotiated with him. Either way, the price is her firstborn child. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Pull all the way down, bring those arms back. Our abs and your arms, I mean, sure, why not? Pull yourself forward so you have enough room. Sprawl out into a starfish position. Reach up and touch one foot. Reach up and touch the other. So the king marries this woman. I don't know how I feel about that. Then they have a kid. Still don't know how I feel. And with this, Rumpelstiltskin, or the imp, comes back and says, oh, hey, lady, that's mine. Why he wanted a kid, don't really know. But he did. So he comes back and he tries to take her kid, and she's like, no, don't you dare. So he says, okay, fine. If you can get my name in 3 days, then you can keep the kid. And so she's panicking because she's like, what is it with men in 3 challenges? They're ruining my life. But she decides to try to guess the name. So she keeps guessing. Much like we're doing now, she's reaching for a name. I know it's metaphorical. I can come up with anything better. So reaching one leg at a time, reaching for that name. You get 3, 2, last one. Take it up, pull it down. You're going to come flat on your back. You're going to lift those legs up in the air. And you're going to start pedaling them back and forth. So the last night, before, if she loses, she has to give up her baby. She sends someone, or she herself, it's debatable, goes out to the forest and sees this guy, this imp, around the forest, and he says, tonight, plans I make, tomorrow, baby I take. Queen will never win my game. Rumpelstiltskin is my name. So why is he the first rapper? 1, he was rapping. 2, he was doing it around a fire. That's what we are. The fire pit, during which he seals his own fate of saying his name. Also, the famous tradition of saying your name while singing, which baffles me. But I know DJ Khaled is a fan. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it all the way down. So he comes and he sees her and he's like, no way will she guess it. And she's like, oh, hey, is your name Rumpelstiltskin? And he's like, darn it. And he leaves without getting the baby. And it's sad, but it's also like, you shouldn't sing your name in songs. Lift your legs up. We're going to fire it one more time. Lift your hands up. We're going to reach for 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Take it all the way down. Bring those legs into your chest. And you're going to roll over. You're going to come all the way up to the top. Walk those hands in. We're going to finish our last cardio blast with something a little bit lower paced. We're going to dance. Why? Because that's what Rumpelstiltskin was doing, and he was the first original rapper. So we're going to start like, yeah. So you're going to get your cardio up here. It's kind of like, I ever seen Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where he like dances really nerdy? That's what we're doing. That's how Rumpelstiltskin dances. All right, we're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down and a tap, 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 tap. Yeah, it's kind of dancing. It's not really that much cardio, but we're almost done. And lift it down and tap, 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 tap. Breathe in and out. Bring it down and tap, 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 tap. All right, take it down and tap. You've got another 10 seconds left. We're gonna come back up. We're gonna dance, dance, dance it out. You got just a few more seconds left. No one cares how silly you look because you're all at home. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Yay! We're gonna cool down here. Thank you for dancing with me. Breathe in and breathe out. Take another deep breath in and breathe out. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring those hands to your waist. Give yourself a little bit of a shake, maybe a little circle just to feel out where you're tight today, whether it's in your glutes or in your hamstrings. Go ahead and lean forward into a flat back position. You're going to face both of your feet toward the right, drop down toward that forward leg, and use your exhales to get closer to this leg. Each breath, each time you blow that air out, think of the inhale as an expansion and the exhale as the compression, getting closer and closer to this leg as your body gets smaller. One more big breath here. And then we're gonna lean forward over this leg. So let that back leg drop all the way back behind you. You can either stay up here or you can drop your knee down, whatever's working for you and your body today. Hands can come up onto your knee. You can stay down on the ground. No matter what you're doing, keep that chest nice and open. Pull yourself up. Breathe in and out here. Drop this a little lower. Pull back, let those toes peel up off the ground, and drop down toward this leg. One more big breath here. Pull all the way forward, tuck that back toe under, lift yourself up, and you can kind of monkey crawl your way over to the other side and let your leg come down, or you can stay up in a nice long runner's lunge with your leg up above the ground. Either way, again, here, what you want to do is really sink into this, letting your hip flexors be squared and your chest be nice and open. Breathe in and out. Let yourself drop a little more. Pull back, let those toes come up off the ground. Breathe here as you pull yourself closer to this leg. Your back leg, your hip is right underneath. It's not the first time I've said that. Over your back knee. Breathe. Pull yourself up, tuck those back toes under, reach up into that lunge, and start stepping that foot forward so that you're back in this original V position, bending down over this forward leg. All toes are facing the same direction. Oh yeah. Breathe in and out. Again, drawing a little closer to that leg, each breath. Start walking yourself toward the center. And you're gonna start bending your knees and walk them in together. Come down to the center, bring your hands in, close to your chest, pressing your knees out to the side. We really had to have the window open today because it is hot as wasabi over here. And as a result, it's a bit brighter than normal. Breathe in and out here. Last exhale. Drop your hands down to the ground. You're gonna wrap one leg over the other in a cow's head pose. So here you have a few options. You can come into a cow's head. You can also do a lotus or half lotus, or even a figure 4 if that works better for you. Oh my gosh, I love glute stretches so much. Reach forward, Bend into this. Again, use your breath to just ease into it, whether you stay up high, if that's where your flexibility is at today, or come down low. Do what's working for your body. Pull all the way up. We're going to switch to the other leg. Go ahead and wrap that other leg around. If you were in a figure four, go ahead and switch legs. If you're in any of those other options, just come into your next pose here and drop a little closer to the ground. Each breath. You guys did so great today. For me, this is always so much fun. No matter how weird the lighting ends up being or whatever is happening, the whole goal is just to work out together and have a great time, and encourage one another, because life's more fun like that. Go ahead and come into a cross position. Hands come down to your side. I'm going to do 2 big breaths here, lifting those hands up. Inhale and exhale. Let it all go. One more big breath in and exhale. So if you have been following me, you know we just started our Summer Confidence Challenge awareness. We're starting it on Monday next week. And all this is a game for you to be able to do super awesome things in your life with the other people around you and be able to love and encourage other people. And by the end of the month, be able to feel like, dang, I accomplished a lot of really awesome things. So that's the goal of the Summer Confidence Challenge. Join now, have a lot of fun, and also follow me on Instagram, subscribe to my YouTube channel. All those things help, and let other people know you're doing this so that they can all come and join together and we can all have fun and love our lives and love each other, which is so fun. Okay, bye.